Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full.
All right, FWL League. Defjam669 versus HennytheGreat215. Vikings versus Washington football team. And I have to honestly say, I don't think I've beaten Henny the Great. I've been in a few leagues with him. I don't think we've played often against each other as well.
And he returns this to the 22. Now Jones. They'll roll him out right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah
Wow.
Hyde. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mond on the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They go play action here. Mond escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Damn, good D. Good dizzle. Good dizzle.
And it's 3-0.
Now we can't throw no INT. That was a bad INT. Should have ran that rock that
for
time.
a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little test for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
Ooh,
and they get him down, but
nice
not
run,
before he
nice
takes
run.
it across the 40-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play.
I can't make up my mind whether I want to sit down or stand up.
To walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jones.
Oh, pressure. Had pressure. Controller was shaking.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ooh, threat detector, I like that. That's cool.
Throwing Jones. And he's got his receiver. That's
Good job. Who is that? Who is that?
And he will have a Vikings
First down.
as they're able to
Good
get
job,
the
17.
conversion.
Who was that? Ooh, Watkins. Damn, that was a good fucking play.
You know, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but
Adams
somehow
been
able to
doing good.
muscle
The
his
tight
way
end.
open and catch the ball.
He's been doing pretty good. I put him in the fullback.
2nd down at 5.
He's been doing good.
They hand it off to Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Mostert. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage,
Field goal.
about a defender
Field goal. We're going
with
field goal
receiver,
status.
But a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
I got a new kicker. I wasn't ready. I was not ready. Damn it. Damn it.
And this score will stay right where it is. Listen, now, no
miss him.
50 plus is
Missed
gimme,
it.
but here you're indoors
Missed
in a
it.
dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Mon now off of play action. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play fake. Mon. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Mon looks to throw on first down.
Oh, I saw that bitch wide open.
20.
Damn, number 15, that's his go-to guy. His go-to guy. I think that's touchdown number 9 or 10 for the season for that guy.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
I honestly don't have any DBs to go up against him, at least ability-wise and speed-wise, so it's going to be tough.
Because usually your rookie
Should have been
season
keeping an eye on him. I did that in the first series, and I did it this time.
One read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. Now a crease here as he's passed the 30.
It was a nice hole there. That would have been cool.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a pass.
That fool dropped back in that zone. Damn.
Here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Damn, 3rd and 17. Ow, ooh, ooch.
Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
I gotta boot it, too.
I that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
Got to boot it rules. They got the boot it rules.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a first
If
and
at
10.
any point you are trailing, you may go for it on 4th down. Okay, I guess I could have. At any given point, I am trailing.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A huge play there for Washington.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there.
All right, I got to get a fucking touchdown here.
And Washington is able to
Absolutely
stretch
dominating me right now.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that one drops down.
Wow.
Incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jones throwing on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mostert. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run with Mostert. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he'll get
Good job.
in.
Good job, Moses.
Minnesota.
Wow, that was a fucking dire needed touchdown.
Touchdown of the season. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Man, and I missed a field goal. That makes it even more painful.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Right on Henny. Getting knocked out early in the day. Appreciate that shit.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Oh, excuse me.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nelson Aguilar. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after by
Damn, I missed that field goal again earlier. I would have made the game knotted up right now had I not missed it. That was a good pick by the defense on that last series for Washington. That's definitely a good pick.
He'll kick this one away.
Help get the game a little closer. Not a complete blowout. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing worse than getting blown out, really. Blowouts suck.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check
got my eye on him again this time. The last two. Cool.
Halftime report. Coach.
I'm drinking a cup of coffee. That's why you guys hear me grunting. It's still hot. Coffee's still hot, so the burning sensation.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 36, Mon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Who are you? Where you at? Come on, Hamilton. Come on, Hamilton. That's your dude.
Play action if you're feeling it.
That's your dude.
Pick up a first down.
Don't be that guy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Mon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Mon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Guyton, his second touchdown.
That really runs home with him.
And Washington,
man, you got to run man. That sucks. It gets boring. Honestly, it gets kind of tiring. Oh, man, just it feels repetitive. Like he hit me left and right with the crosser, a slant. No drag, but there was definitely a crosser and a slant. And then some of the routes are just basic routes that just get open really well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And the crosser and the other shit are just disguises.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And some room to work. Touchdown.
Wow. Nice touchdown, 82. Holy moly, that was fucking wide open, too. It was wide open. Any more wide open, it was just going to be a big wet hole. That was pretty good play design. Good play design. Bringing all that pressure on the edge. Boom. We need his defense to get another nice INT and just change the momentum of the game again.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Everybody voted for him to whoop my ass. I got to at least give it some effort for a game of the week.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but then just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
He sets to fire deep.
Wow, that was my guy. Wide open. 1-2 punch. I actually took my eyes off of him and put it on somebody else, thinking he was going to hit me underneath on that underneath route that was wide open, and he got me up top. Took my eyes off my defender, and he got it.
Someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
Makes a big
3
play.
touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Slim Thickums. That's the Steelers. The unique names always catch my
their
attention.
next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd down and 3. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 62 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All right, let the quarter die out.
Expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I missed a fucking field goal already with the new kicker. Where's that shit at? That's the one I've been practicing. I've been practicing this one. Let's see how practice works.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs.
Edge rusher coming up on me quick.
That should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Actually, we're going to go here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And Diggs has it. And he works it.
Good job, dude.
Almost to the 25.
That motherfucker was a rock star. I'll tell you that.
It's definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Ah, come on.
Picked up by Caleb Farley. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Some bitch.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Shit.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
That thing crumbled the line. Crumbled it.
He's hit and taken down to the backfield. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, here's Mon. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Oh.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT.
Wow.
And the lead is now 24.
Pick 6. I threw a pick 6 in the middle of the game. That didn't help.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Oh, excuse me.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh!
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage.
I was actually practicing a play, bench. Let's see if we can use some bench.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
All right, right on, y'all. Thanks for watching. Good shit, Henny. Good game.
You keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Fuck's my phone out.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Alright, we're going to do the player stats real quick. I always do that. That's one of my things I do. Real quick. Mac Jones, 18 for 29, 294. 2 touchdowns, 3 INTs. Kellen Mond, 13 for 18, 281. 72% completion percentage and 3 for 1. Those numbers are actually flip-flopped overall. Completion percentage. I have really good completion percentage throughout the league. In the last couple weeks, and his is on the lower end, like in the 69, maybe 68%, a little lower, I believe, in the stats. And he came in and he did much better than his numbers say, and I did not as good as my numbers say. Rushing, 19 for 64 yards for Mostert. Bryce Hall, 9 for 44, 2 touchdowns. Mostert got a touchdown. Receiving, yep, Jalen, 236. Damn, bud, he got me 3 times at that 8 times, but 3 touchdowns with him. Stephon Diggs, 5 for 86. You got Raheem, 4 for 36. Hayden Hurts, 4 for 74. Pitts, 3 for 42. Nelson Aguilar, he made a really good touchdown play, 2 for 38. And Adam, he made the play of the game, I think, as far as the touchdown. And you know, not to toot my own flute, but yeah, there was some pretty good stick move with Adam. It was pretty awesome. You guys can go back in the stream and check it out. Wow, Pancake Lane Johnson got smoked. Brandon got smoked. Jesus, you guys got fucking smashed up, dog. Take a look at the sack lights and the INT lights. Look like the INT lights go to Calum. 2 INTs, 1 for a touchdown. He did take one to the house. Looks like we got Randy with a sack light. We have Mitch Hyde with the INT. And then I know my team had an INT. Fabian, yeah, he made a really good play at the end of the first half. I was able to get the ball, score a touchdown, make it 14-17, kind of get it close right before the second half started. So it was a good game for the most part. He just got me, man. That receiver gets open really easy. My team, as far as DBs, I do not have the good proper depth to defend those guys one-on-one if I needed to. But nonetheless, it was a good game. Let's take a look. Let's see if the highlights show the tight end sticks. My stick work. Let's take a look. Nope, not that one. That one's probably pretty good. We'll take a look at that one, where he hit his receiver for a big gain for a touchdown. I believe number 15 on the left. Yeah, so he blew me away. I was on him, and he just blew me away. I was using him, and he just... Normal trade against superstar abilities. You know, you have route technician, whatever the case you can have on him. He's gonna light you up. Oh yeah, here was a good one right here. This is my touchdown with Adam. Great stick work right here, guys. Adam, he comes over from the left to the right, and then I run down the sideline for a touchdown. Wide open too. Wide open. Boom. We're gonna show that one more time. We're gonna fucking toot my own flute. Little stop and go. That was pretty cool. Stephon Diggs for 13 yards. You got Jalen again for a 10-yard touchdown. That's not going to show on the highlights. Right here at the second quarter, at the end of the second quarter. Oh, look at that. Kalon hits Jalen again for a 42-yard pass. Beginning of the second quarter. Number 15 right there on your left. Just blew my DB away, dude. Just no chance. Just robbing the bank, man. Straight up robbing the bank. Let's see. Bryce Hall, he got a touchdown. Mac Jones, and that's next there for 17. Stephon Diggs for 26 yards. Yeah, that was a good run right there. And then he ended up throwing a pick right there. So that, he was up 17-7 at this point. How are the two guys? Did I put two quarterback spies on him? I want to make sure I had, yeah, I had 3 guys rushing the line. Okay, cool. Boom. Nice interception. I got the ball back, went down the field, I scored. So I was able to get it close. Right there, number 15 on the right. Aguilar, he'll get the touchdown. Bam. Nice play right there. Alright guys, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you liked it, and we'll see y'all soon.